Hello and welcome. I am back. It seems like we were just here 5 minutes ago. It is day 2 of Rising Resonance. I'm Andrea Kennedy, and we are here. I already see some names in the chat, and some of you were here yesterday. So thanks so much for tuning in again. And I know the time zone, is different today than yesterday. So hopefully we've got some new people in here today. I think I saw Jan from the UK. And yeah, it was kind of late for you yesterday, but all week we're varying time zones. So no matter where you are around the globe, one of these times I hope works for you. So welcome everyone, everybody come on in. Please say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're from. Where are you attending from? It's always kind of fun to see. And we are here. This is my newest grid. I talked about it yesterday, talked about it on previous live streams. But basically, this grid, I'll give you the short version today. This grid is a healing grid. And those of you who have requested that your name be in here, it is in here. Those of you who are maybe seeing this for the first time, just put your name in the chat and say, please add me to the grid, and you will be in the grid. Why be in the grid? Well, let me tell you, because I charge this with healing energy and the emissaries of light. That is the energy, that is the presence that comes through in my videos, in my sessions, and in the messages that I'll be sharing in this video with you, that we use energy for healing, for guidance and empowerment. So if that sounds good to you, just let us know in the chat. If you haven't already, please add me to the grid. You can list your name. You can put your animals' names in, your family members. There's no fear here. We just deal with light energy, and always respects free will, always meets you for your highest good. Can't do any harm. You can't get too much of the energy. It's life force energy with wisdom, knows exactly how to help you. And so this week, we are emulating what I have been doing every month on the first Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So the plan here is it'll be about an hour long. I'll get started here in just a moment. You'll see me put my hands like this. I'll begin channeling that high frequency energy for your highest good that helps you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I'll be channeling that energy to you. I'll also be stepping aside so that a message will come through. And the message is really about you, who is here at the event. And even though it sounds kind of odd, those of you who join live, those of you who will watch in the future, the message is actually for you. And if you've hung out on the Mainstream Reiki YouTube channel at all and seen some of my videos, my healing videos, you'll know the energy works for the replays as well. So no worries if you come in late, or you just want to revisit any of these recordings. The energy is going to meet you in real time whenever you watch. I know it just sounds too good to be true, but let me tell you, we are energy. Energy goes beyond time and space. Welcome. Let's do it, right? After the session is over, then we'll shift gears and we'll do some questions and answers, for the rest of the hour. And so, all right, there we go. So, let's see. Yeah. So we have something on the screen already a little bit too early, but we'll just remove that. But welcome anyway. We're going to get started here. And before we do, I want to thank everybody who sent donations in yesterday during the live stream. And also, people are so generous. People go to the Ko-fi site and they'll actually do monthly contributions because they're tuning into the videos a lot. And I go on and I put my little thank you on each one of them. But I just want to say thank you to all of you who have helped support the channel, because we're reaching more people, we're helping more people. And when we come together, the energy and the possibilities of what we can do and who we can be as individuals and collectively, it just expands. So thank you for being here. Thank you. Yes, beautiful. Oh, welcome everybody in the chat. Yes. I'd invite you now to sit back and relax. We're going to go ahead and get started with the energy portion of our event here. And don't forget, this is day 2. So every day, I'll be back for an event just like this, all the way through, including Saturday. And we'll see if we can put the whole schedule up, for you in the chat. We'll talk about it later. So I just want to make it known we're doing this more than just right now. So we want to support you all week long. Okay. All right. I'd invite you now to sit back and relax and take a deep breath. Feel the breath move into your body, your miraculous and beautiful body. So much is going beautifully within and around your body. No matter what you might be struggling with, so much is working perfectly with your energy, with your body, and welcome here. Feeling the breath move in and out of your body, I'd ask you to intend to be present now with this energy, with this message, and receive fully and completely everything that is in resonance with your highest good. Welcoming healing and guidance. And you're now being offered the highest frequencies of source energy. And some call this Reiki energy. And we will say that Reiki is part of the frequencies that we deliver. However, we offer an expanded bandwidth, you might say, of energy we offer you. And so we are moving beyond labels of types of energy, categories, styles, and lineages. While they are important for many reasons, we are asking humanity to open up to the possibilities of the unknown, the undefined, and we are asking humanity to redefine what they think they know and what they are holding on to. Because if the grasp on your beliefs is causing you white knuckles, it is an opportunity for you to become aware. What do you hold on to? Why do you hold on to these beliefs, these ideas? Much has been born of the old energy, the denser energy of the past, and humanity is in the gateway, the doorway, looking into a vastness of possibility that has never been known before for humans on the planet. And we will tell you that the frequencies of creation and the support for you to manifest is unlike any other time you have ever known. And we are here to hold your hand. We are here to support you. We are here to cushion the chaos for you. And we are inviting you now to tune into your heart center and see yourself turning a key in a lock, opening up your heart, and the light bursts forth. Do you see this? Do you feel this? The light is within you. It has always been within you. It will continue to shine from you. You are a source of light on the planet, anchoring in source energy. Your soul light is inhabiting the planet now. It is everything that you need as a human to heal yourself, to raise your frequency, your vibration, and to know yourself as light. Light in a body you are. In until this moment, you have perhaps known these words, heard these ideas, and you are on the verge of knowing through the cells of your body, through your awareness, through the peace that can be found when you seek within yourself. You will know yourself as enlightened. You will know yourself as above the trivialities of the earth, of humanity, who conspires against each other in many regards, who vilifies their fellow human, who sees divisions, who sees chaos, who sees what you do not want. And as you tune into the light that flows through your heart and illuminates your body, your field, and all that you are as a human, as you tune into that and align your vibration in resonance with that, you will feel oneness. You will feel the light pulsing from you, emanating outward in unison, like an orchestra, like a chorus, with all the other humans on the planet who are stepping forward along with you. You will rise in your awareness, you will rise in your vibration, and you will rise in your capacity to understand and to love. This is acceptance. This does not mean you condone the behaviors of those who have not found the path of light yet. It means that it no longer disturbs you because you see the eternity of it all. You see the vastness of the tapestry that you are working to weave with your fellow humans in light. And so all of you are working together, even though you might think yourself alone. You may sit in your house alone each day, thinking you are not contributing to the enlightenment of humanity, the evolution of humanity. And we will tell you, you are serving through your vibration, you are serving through your attention and where you focus it, which directly determines your vibration. We implore you, please choose where you focus your attention carefully. We are asking you to monitor your emotions, your state of mind, your level of consciousness. And we are asking you because you are tuning in to this broadcast, this transmission. And so, therefore, you understand what we speak about. Many on your planet would not understand. And that is why they are not present here with you and with us. And so, the invitation for you is to notice, what are you focusing your attention on? What are you opening your energetic field to? What are you looking at? What are you listening? What are you ingesting? We are sorry that we are asking you to be responsible when many of you wish to slumber or take a nap. Life is hard and we understand, but you are the chosen few who are in this world at this time, tuning into this bandwidth of message. And if you are hearing these words, we call upon you because you are ready. You are ready to step forward, be responsible for your energy, and hold yourself accountable. Your vibration in its accountability to higher light, higher knowing, your enlightenment and your embodiment of the light that you have always been, are now in this moment, and forever shall be. Your embodiment of that on the planet is how you serve. This is how you change your world. And if you are alone in your home every day, limited in who you speak with, who you interact with, we remind you, you are alive on the planet. Your vibration is in service as much as the person surrounded by others. Your role is clear. Your role is important. You matter, and you are instrumental in the evolution of humanity in this moment and every moment of lifetime before this one. And every moment is significant from this moment forward. We call you home to the truth of who you are, because when you embody that and when you stop limiting yourself, you change the world. Hear these words, know your worth, and choose. Choose. Tuning into your heart center again, seeing the light within you, Feel the light amplifying now as you open up to this message and these words. And if it resonates with you, let that be your confirmation. You are here with purpose. We offer you a wave of energy now. Integrating through your auric field, through the cells of your body, through every aspect of who you know yourself to be and who you have not yet learned that you are, have been, and shall be eternally so. Feel this light around you, within you, above you, below you. You have never been forgotten. It was all about this time, this moment. May you remember your completeness, your wholeness, and relinquish your definitions of yourself as being limited, damaged, unworthy, small. For all of this is illusion and limitation placed upon you by others and agreed to by you, and you no longer need to agree. You know better now of who you are, why you're here, how you are needed, and how you serve. And so we ask you, cut and dissolve the binds of yesterday. Know yourself as the light. Feel your feet touching the surface below you. And you are invited to have gratitude for the planet that has held you in life many, many times. Always there, always supporting you energetically, foundationally, energetically. The earth is a partner in your healing, a vast reservoir of energy, mostly untapped and unknown and undiscovered or remembered by humans. Please open yourself to learn more about all of the earth's energy that you can engage with and how you might utilize it. The technology of the earth is ready to be known in a higher way by more humans at this time on the planet. This is not about climate change or saving the planet or not littering. We are not speaking of such things that you are all familiar with. We are asking you to open up to technology of the earth that you have not ever heard of before. You may do this when you sleep at night. Before you go to sleep this evening, please set an intention that you will be educated in your sleeping time about the earth and her technology and how you as an individual may utilize this knowledge to help with the great awakening of humanity at this time on earth. Some of you are also affected by the celestial movements and bodies, by eclipses and moon phases. And those of you who have this experience, you are also asked to intend and open up to a re-education about why that is. It is not about nothing. And this question came up yesterday in the live stream, and we will say to you, if you are affected by the celestial movements, by eclipses and so forth, we would like for you to remember that that is a function of life on your planet because once you leave the surface of your planet, these celestial bodies are quite different. They are in different locations, and the patterns that you have defined as humans on Earth and how the zodiac and the cycles work do not hold once a being leaves the planet. So it is unique to Earth. And so if you are affected by these kinds of things, we ask you to ask within yourself as to why that is, what makes you special in this way. And we say special because everyone is unique and special in their own way. And of course, there are many of you who are affected that way. All people are special, all people are unique in one way or another. This does not mean it is all the same. You are varied, and this is by design. And so if you are affected by the cosmic energies, we ask you to inquire within yourself, your higher guidance, and also tune in to the wisdom of the cosmos and the cycles of nature. When you sleep, ask that you be educated about why you are chosen to be in resonance with that energy in that unique way. We could provide answers. However, we will say there are many answers that would address this situation. And so there are no answers we can give that could apply to all people. And so we ask you to seek within and ask. And if you are bummed that you are not receiving a particular answer to that question, we will tell you that the road forward for humanity is an answering of all your questions from the seeking within, because you have a connection to source energy, to the unified field of consciousness of all that is. And so every question you could ever ask is answered in that field. And you need not rely on any person to ever give you the answers there again. And this is the great calling, because the guru is you, the age of the gurus, and putting your power in other people to show you the way and to give you the truth. All of that is coming to an end. And during this transition where you will be born into all knowing, all connection, all light, during this transformation, yes, it is normal and wonderful for you to tune in and ask questions and receive answers. But remember, it is about resonance and it is about your individuality. Every answer that you receive that comes through another human is not exactly 100% pure, because there is always separation. When you tune in yourself and when you ask that question and your connection receives that answer comes to you in energy. Energy is truth. And so there is no separation when you ask your higher self. When you ask the light of who you are, your question, and you receive the answer, there is no separation. It is truth. And so we invite you to study with us, and we will instruct you on this connection and how to tune into this and channel your divine self. And for all of you who have been put off by channeling, by fear about tuning into the wrong thing, if you would like to tap into this truth stream for yourself, then this would be the instruction for you. We are not interested in teaching you to channel this entity or that. There is separation there. It does not mean there is not value, but when you can tap into the source of all, why have separation? Be the channel for your life. Be the channel for your change. Be the channel for the highest guidance you can receive. Channeling your divine self is a path forward that many of you will resonate with, and we shall be there with you each step of the way. We look forward to this, and this is one reason that we commandeered these events, because we wanted to invite all who wish to tune into themselves, the truth with a capital T that is available to all people as individuals, because you are a human on earth at this time. We wanted to invite you clearly to this opportunity. Some of you have also said that you are working with us, and we invite that. There is a path for you there, here with us. She is not the only one who can commune with us, work with us, heal with us, be guided with us. It is a pathway. Yes, it is. And you may invite us to be present with you. And if you resonate with this idea, we invite you to extend the invitation. This is one way we can work with you. And we will say as well that our mission with this person of Andrea, our mission with her is old and very dear, and it is how we work together, how you and I might work together, meaning emissaries of light, how you and emissaries may work together may look differently than how she works with us because we have this unified mission. What is our mission together? Only you can determine that as we begin to work together. So, in the meantime, before our channeling class commences in the month of January, if you wish to work with us, then extend an invitation to us and invite us, because we do not pick and choose. Everything is by agreement and free will, because there is respect, there is free will, and we honor it in every interaction we will ever have with a human. It is law, and we abide. Finally, now we wish to create a wave of energy to all who are tuning in now, hearing these words. We gift you with a wave of energy that is attuned to what you need right now, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It emanates now and it moves through your field. Receive it now for your highest good. You may visit this recording and receive the energy that you need, tailored in that moment that you watch. We are not bound by video. We are not bound by timestamps or dates. We work outside these human constructs. We work multidimensionally, and you are a multidimensional being. You just lack the perspective of knowing that and experiencing that in your waking moments. We thank you for your time and your attention and your willingness to grow and evolve and seek new ways of helping and serving on your planet. You have felt the call, you know it deeply within you, it resonates, and we help you rise. We help you tune in. We help you know who you are, who you have always been, and who you shall forever be, eternally light and at present in a human body. You are precious, whole, and complete. And with gratitude, we thank you for your divine presence with us. And whenever you feel ready, you may bring your awareness to your body and your eyes, and open your eyes whenever you're ready. Hmm. Yes. Okay. How was that? How was that? I'd love to read your feedback in the chat now and later. Yes. Yeah, if you're late, it's fine. You can watch it at any time. That's what they said, I think, at the end. Every time you watch, it, it's brand new because you're brand new in that moment. Yeah. They, time is just something humans use for relativity, you know. It helps us get things done, manifest, right? If we have a goal, we need to take some steps maybe and one needs to come after the other. Kind of makes sense, right? So I'm just going to scoot that out of the way a little bit. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Let's see. Just want to look at some of the comments and we'll move to questions and answers here in a minute. But yeah, there's a reminder on the screen. The chat moves pretty fast for the team, and there's a lot coming through for them because we're on Facebook and YouTube. So, you might be seeing a few chats, but the team's actually sorting through a lot more. So if you'll write question in all caps and what kind of questions, what I would say is it's probably best to ask questions that maybe could apply to more people. Sometimes people ask us questions like, can this energy or can Reiki help me with, a certain condition or something like that? And I'll just say it right here while, I'm giving you some time to type in your questions. But Reiki and energy healing can literally help you with anything because it works on every level, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay. And so you might have a pain, but the cause of the pain is who knows what that is, right? And I'm not talking really clearly yet because I'm still kind of coming back. But what I have to say about that is there's nothing that energy healing cannot help you with because you are energy, quite frankly. Energy healing and what I'm offering here on this channel and in these events, one way to think about that, it's coherent. It is a coherent or ordered vibration. And when we talk about energy, all right, that's physics. And when we talk about waves of energy, when a strong coherent vibration is introduced, it will overtake, drown out, and train a lesser strong, a weaker, disordered energy or a vibration. Does that make sense? So if I'm putting out there to you a coherent, strong, ordered energy, it's like a tuning fork, right? Dim, imagine that, and it's coherent and it's ordered and it speaks to your energy because it's like so ordered, so true, like a true vibration. Your disordered vibration is overcome by that and it matches. It rises to match the ordered vibration. That's how energy healing works because we are energy. We only think we're solid because that's our level of consciousness. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're feeling as humans on Earth. If we could see through our higher vision, through our higher level of consciousness, you would be energy. You would be light. That's it. All you are is light energy that's spun in a way that appears to be solid. This is mostly empty space, but it appears to be solid. Anyway, that's a big old tangent right there. But in a nutshell, that's why all this energy that I'm offering, it can help you with any condition, anything. Now, is it a cure? I don't know. I mean, you could have a cure. You could have something cure, but no responsible energy healer ever is going to say this is going to cure you. And also, what's a cure? So healing can happen in many different ways and many different levels, and it could be different for people. Also, you may be more open to healing or less open than healing. It might surprise you where you actually are on that. Again, that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, I'm gonna just be quiet. We'll see what if we have a question ready. Let's see. Hi, Wendy. I'm just wondering if there's a difference receiving energy between someone who has Reiki 1 or 2 as opposed to someone who doesn't. Or a master, right? Reiki master? So I would say so this is a tough question because I'm going to answer this in a general way. Okay. So generally, I would say a person who had, in general, this is how I'm going to answer the question. Let's take one person. And let's say before Reiki, any kind of training, they can move life force energy. Okay. But more than likely, that person who hasn't had any Reiki training, they're going to probably feel bad. They're going to feel drained maybe after they try to do Reiki on somebody or, hands-on healing. They might feel drained because odds are they're using their own energy. Okay. That's the average person. That's what's going to happen. Then they take a Reiki 1 class. Then they're connected to this unlimited source of energy. So something important happens. They no longer feel drained after they offer the Reiki. Now, my big focus right now, and so I'm going to go ahead and say this, is self-healing. So a person at level 1, I hope that they're really investing in the self Reiki. When you heal yourself, you heal the world. It isn't about fighting all of the stuff out in the world and trying to heal the whole world. When you heal yourself, you become a healing force on the planet, in your relationships, in your environment, in your community, blah, 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 blah. I think the emissaries kind of even touched on that, right? Even if you're on your couch all by yourself, at home or whatever, you still serve through your vibration. Then that same person goes and takes Reiki 2. What they'll typically find is the energy is stronger through their own perception of it, and the person receiving typically feels more energy. Now, there is a lot of variation for people. When I took my first Reiki class, I didn't feel the energy at all. And there are a lot of people like that. They just don't feel it. Doesn't mean it's not there. It's just they don't sense it. Everybody can over time become sensitive to it, but we're all in different places with that. And there's no good or bad. It just is. But again, the energy's still there. And so let's say that person goes on and they take Reiki Master. It's an amplification of what the energy they can bring through and the results that they get and that kind of thing. But here's why I think your question's a little tough to answer. Some people are just more naturally in tune to help people with energy. It's like I can learn to play the piano, but I'm going to be like playing chopsticks for a really long time. I'll be lucky if I can even read music one day because that's just me. That's not my talent or whatever. And then you can see, like on one of these shows, like the talent shows or whatever, there's like a 4-year-old playing like some Beethoven concerto or whatever. And it's like, oh my gosh. So that skill is just more natural to some people. I'm going to say with uh, energy healing, with moving energy, with Reiki, all of these things, it's like the piano. Some people are just naturally, I don't know, that skill is already somehow developed in them. So it's not the same for all people. And so that's why I just want to say that's a tough question. But in general, a student moving through the different levels of Reiki will feel more, move more energy, have greater results as they progress. And here's the main thing, it's not about the training so much, it's about the practice. I hear in the Reiki community sometimes, I teach online and I teach 1 and 2. I just taught a 1 and 2 over, last weekend in 2 days. And I hear criticism out in the world, and I hear, my master class is 3 days. Well, a lot of us do that, teach that way. And what I hear out in the world is you can't teach Reiki. You can't learn Reiki in 2 days. You can't learn Reiki master in 3 days. Well, really? Because I know thousands of people that did, and it works brilliantly for them. But here's the thing. We give you the tools and we help your connection. It's all about the practice after that. And so you've got to be in the energy in order to understand it more, in order to learn more, in order to help more. So you can't just take a 2-day class or a 3-day class and think, oh, I'm just changing the world and never practice again. You need to do self Reiki. You need to offer Reiki to other people. You need to receive Reiki because it's the experience of the energy. That's where the magic is. That's where the magic is. So practice, practice, practice. It's more about that. So what if a Reiki 1 or a Reiki 2 person is Reikiing things like every day, living and breathing Reiki, 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 and you have a Reiki master and they just took the class and they never practice again? I don't know. Who would you rather have Reiki with? So you see all the different variables here. So thank you for the question, though. I hope I helped in some way. Yeah, I hope I helped in some way. Do I have another question? Do you hear them speaking through you, or question mark? Are you kind of in a trance? So it varies. So I used to write everything. And that's just kind of slow. But it worked. And then I started a transition to the talking. And let me tell you, it was rough for me at first because Andrea wanted to edit anything. So is it me hearing them? Kind of. I mean, it's not an audible thing like I hear a voice, but the words are just there, which is really hard to describe. I'm not seeing the words. It's more like I feel the words because I'm not hearing them in my ears or anything. So I feel the words and then I say them. And so what's happened, and especially since I would say late last year, maybe, but it's been a huge progression, I guess. But what's happening is Andrea is getting just more out of her own way. I mean, isn't that true for all of us in so many things that we do in life? But in the beginning, it was rough because I was always interjecting and I wanted to hear it first. So, because I was scared, like, well, what are you going to tell them? Because, it's me saying this stuff. So, integrity is everything to me. And I would never want to mislead people or say something that's wrong, heaven forbid, or something. And so I have had in my life so much fear about that. That's my personal story with that. And so it's taken me such a long time. But like today, when I did that today, it was even better than the one I did last night, because I was less in the way. I was less in the way. And let me correct myself. I don't think I'm in the way. It's just I was less present. Because, I mean, let's face it, Andrea wants to hear what they're saying too. I mean, I'm curious. I want to learn, I want to be inspired. I want to benefit from the words myself. So it's nice if I can hear them. So it's kind of this weird little push and pull, that I'm doing. And one of the things is just I find so fascinating is I honestly can't believe that I am here with all of you and I'm just doing this like that. I mean, wow, thank you for being here because it helps me practice. It helps me get better and better. Um, you might, yeah, I could go on and on, so I won't do that. But yeah, Am I in a trance? No, no, I don't do a trance. It's just me not hearing or and I know I said I don't hear, but it's just me not needing to know ahead of time before the it comes out of my mouth. I guess I could say that. Yeah. So I'm just I don't hesitate at all. That's at least that's the progression anyway. So thank you for being here and letting me practice. Um, Wondering if you are tired after training. That's a great question. I'm energized. It is such a high frequency of energy. And so it's funny because I used to get super anxious before I would come on. And and that was in the time where I was like, I don't know, I'm going to jump. What am I going to say? And, I had more fear. And woo, I had a lot of anxiety. And now, like before I was going to come on, now my process is kind of like, well, even this morning, I was like, do I need to do anything to get ready? Because I felt like I was a little bit in a funk, to be honest. I was a little tired, and um, not going to lie, just a little bit tired, a little bit out of it. And I was like, do I need to do anything? And it's like, no, nothing. And when I taught in the UK and the emissaries, we did our little event. That's how it was too. That whole morning, because it was at noon. The whole morning, I'm like, don't I need to do something? It's like nothing. Yeah, but shouldn't I? Nothing. Okay. So then I just showed up. And then what it is, it just starts, and there's just like a little bit of like a say this or words are there. And then I start, and then that it just keeps coming. How about that? But you see me now, I'm like bouncing off the walls because it's just very high energy. I even have a grounding mat under my feet. I always use one, when I teach and when I do this, and I feel phenomenal after I channel. So thanks again. Will be doing any more guided holy fire meditations, or does Emissaries of Light take precedence now? I'm sure you meant to say. Yeah, autocorrect. I think I saw that in the chat earlier. Yeah, we love autocorrect. Anyway, helping us seem so smart out on the internet. Autocorrect, not true much of the time, I will say. So yeah, so the holy fire meditations. Yeah. So I'm still teaching Reiki. I do holy fire. And one of the reasons I like holy fire, and I have videos on this on the YouTube channel, but I like holy fire because what a wonderful evolutionary step in my perspective about in the Reiki world, because it removes the personal energy of the Reiki master teacher from the process of attunement. And that speaks to me, that resonates with me, because I don't believe any person on the planet needs another person on the planet as part of the equation of that energetic connection to source energy. You are worthy right now. I don't care who you are, what you've done, what you haven't, what you've said, what you didn't say. I don't care. You're a human on earth. You're worthy. If you want to connect to and tap in and channel that energy, you can. And you don't need any other person to gatekeep that ability. And so that's why I think Holy Fire Reiki, that the teacher just creates an opportunity for the student and that source of energy to come together directly. So my personal energy, anything in my field is not part of that equation. And I think that's how it should be. And the meditations, the classes, all of that continues. But I record, so on my YouTube channel, I have some of those Holy Fire experiences and stuff. Some of those are on there. But on my website, if you want an MP3 version that's clean and nice, they're available on my website. And they're really inexpensive. I think they're like $3 or something. And I even have the Heavenly Banquet Hall, which I never do, but it's a cool one. But yeah, you can get, oh, and it's in the chat now. There's a link. But yeah, so those are little MP3 files. So you just download them, and then you can play them anytime you want. Yeah, thanks for the question. Would you say that the energy healing is more natural to some people because they developed it over multiple lives? That is definitely possible. Michelle, hi, Michelle. Hi. Yeah, so I would say yes. People are here with varying purposes. And that purpose or that mission or whatever it is, that could be a theme lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, which, if we think about it, wow, they just have a lot of experience in that area. And so I do believe that some people have been healers for eons or, so many lifetimes. So they have all that experience. And then when we come into this lifetime, we bring all that, but it's behind the veil, right? Like we don't necessarily remember all that. Now, through meditation, through dreams, through past life regression, through tuning in and really intending to open up who we truly are, we can begin to access that. Now, what I'm going to say though is this: when and if you need that information from the past lives, if you need that in your life, it's going to come through. It'll find a way. But I do think that if we're aware of the possibility that it's in there and we can go get it, I think that helps that whole process because it just makes it more mm, we can wrap our mind around that. We know, how when you know something's possible, it makes your belief that it can be possible for you that much better, that much more real. It's like, well, if they can do it, I can do it, maybe, right? So when we talk about these things and when we put these ideas out there, I think it helps expand our possibilities. That's why I do the podcast, because I want to share all kinds of really cool stuff. We did the Mandela effect. Ooh, I mean, that is so cool. And so a lot of people, that was new for them. They hadn't heard of the Mandela effect before. And we had that lovely lady on, I can't remember her name. I can see her face. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, terrible. I'm sorry. Anyway, I can't remember, but it was about the Mandela effect. And that's one topic we've had on the podcast, which is changing. I said that yesterday. So Beyond the Reiki Gateway is transforming, and the new name is What Resonates. And first episode, first week in October. First week in October. Super excited. Cynthia Sue Larson. Thank you, team. Thank you, Cynthia Sue Larson. It was a really cool episode. So if you are like me and you think that Fruit of the Loom on the underwear had a little cornucopia on the logo, and now you realize there are people that say it never did and you can't find it on there, that episode's for you. Fruit of the Loom. It's all about how some people remember history a certain way and other people are like, nope, right? I know. So, uh, huge tangent, but it's fascinating. Fascinating. Cynthia Sue Larson. Yeah. All right. So I'll quit rambling. You see how energized I am after the channeling? I have to go ground myself even more. What does it mean when you can feel another person's energy? Like when you walk in a room and the energy makes you feel something like a little dizzy or it's a change of frequency. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What does it mean? It means your energy and you're in tune. Your energy field is like an instrument of resonance, right? And so, yeah, because what I'm talking about, like what I was just saying about the podcast and that whole idea about resonance, so that's a huge theme in my life with the Emissaries of Light. And so that's why we're rebranding the podcast. That's why I'm here now, Rising Resonance. This is the future of resonance. When you feel what you resonate with and what you don't, you're at choice. And when you make decisions based on what resonates, you build a life of light, of things in alignment with who you are. You weave that all together. So, how does that actually dovetail into your question. When you walk into a room or when you're with somebody and you feel their energy, that's your instrument, your energy giving you feedback. You're reading the energy through your energy. So you are actually accessing information. If you walk into a room and it feels good, like, woo, something great is happening in here. That's like resonance, right? There's an energetic agreement there. If you walk into the room or you meet a person and there's something in you goes, and it doesn't feel good, then that is not in resonance, right? It is, you want to get away from that. So do you see that? Your energy is an instrument that is telling you about other energy, whether it's listening to a podcast about different ideas and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, that resonates with me. Like, I want to study more of that. I want to find out more of that. I want to be that kind of practitioner. Or maybe you're like, oh, I don't like that at all. I have no interest in that. This is the same thing. But you see, more and more people are waking up to the truth that they are perceivers. You are an instrument, and a very finely tuned instrument. And so what we're doing right now in humanity is we're learning about our energy. We're learning about how we engage with other people, how our energy pings, with other people. You have your biofield, they have theirs, you get together, and it's like you've got commonalities that are maybe amplifying energy. You have, things about your past or your traumas or whatever it is in your field, and they start resonating with the other person. It could be a positive thing. It could be more of a negative kind of thing, but we're interacting with people all the time. And what you're talking about is we're just becoming more sensitive and more educated about our energies and how we respond and react in accordance to our environment of energy, whether it's thought energy or someone's actual energy of their body. That's, to me, that's what you're talking about. So just practice with that. And if you all are experiencing different things, please write the things down, because that's going to become sort of your study guide or your textbook about how you're interpreting and reacting and sensing the energies, because you'll have a record and it can feel a lot less chaotic to you when you're documenting things. Because, isn't it a good idea to record what you're experiencing so that you can better make sense out of it, or make better sense out of it after a little bit? Record your experiences. That will help you learn how you are skilled and how you are perceiving. Okay? Yeah. Ooh, we're almost at time. Question, please. What will the channeling classes include? Oh, well, Eilish. Hi, Eilish. We've had a couple mainstream Reiki community members here, so I just want to say thanks for being here. Let's see. I don't know. So the Emissaries of Light, it's their class. What I can tell you is it starts January 15th. We're going to do 6 weeks. It's going to be like a Thursday evening, Eastern time. So be late for you, Eilish, because I know you're in the UK. But they'll be recorded. So if you're not live with us, no big deal. There'll be 6 of them, about 75 minutes each week. The main purpose of the class is to empower each student to tune in and channel their divine light, their divine consciousness. You might call it your higher self, your divine self, the light that is you. You've always been and forever shall be. It's like every time I say that, I have to put the other pieces with it. I don't know. But anyway, that's the main thing, because that's where your power is. That's where the trust is. There's nothing to fear there. So if you're interested in that, then the class would be of interest to you, because it's about, we're not just going to tune into any old thing. This is about embodying more of the light that you are, for guidance, for healing, and for transforming the way you are in the world. That's your relationships, that's your everything, really. Because you'll be able to channel and get guidance and ask your own questions of an energy that is you, that knows everything about you, and that is connected directly to that source energy. And so it's a truth channel. It is a truth channel, because this is the time now where it's not about asking, for guidance from anybody. Haven't we done that long enough? We've just done that long enough. How's that working for you? It's time that you seek within and actually know the answers. That's what the class is about. Are we going to talk about, will you have help with channeling other things? We'll touch on that. But that's not the main purpose of the class. Because if you can channel your higher self, certainly you can channel other things. I channel other things. I've channeled the divine animal kingdom. I've channeled animals. I've channeled different things. So once you have that skill, then you can build on it. But they're going to give you the found work. Isn't that crazy? I was channeling about the class the other morning. Oh, and I know we're really at time, but I'll just share this. So the other morning, because I get up very early, they'll wake me up usually about 4. And then I get my phone and I go in the other room and I sit there and I just voice record myself, and my eyes are closed and I'm just blah, 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 because I'm half asleep. And so they did this the other day, and they said that the course, they were going to offer energy to actually help the individuals with the process. So that would be, in my mind, healing. They're going to offer healing and connection for the individual to be able to build that skill. And then they'll offer information. But this is I have to go back and listen to the recording. But what they said, they use this word found work. It's a class where they will provide the found work for the student as individuals and for the group. And so I said, what's found work? And the answer was, it's a foundation with a framework. So it's not just a foundation. They're going to give you a framework as well, so that you can succeed in this. Andrea doesn't really know what that is. So it's the first time I'm teaching, this way. I taught I also taught a little channeling class. Maybe it was about a year ago. And I just invited a few people because I didn't, I wasn't really sure about it. But the feedback was really great about it. They all really liked it. One lady said it totally changed her life. And she was actually the one who asked me to teach it in the first place. So that was wonderful. And it's taken me this long, really, I think, to really offer the channeling class, because it's really not my class. It's the Emissaries of Light class. So we're going to see what we do together. But I'm super excited about it, because you know what? They've never disappointed me. They're always there. And I guess we probably have to wrap up. I know we didn't get to some of your questions. I will go through the chat and everything later, as I always do. If you put your name in for the grid, I will make sure that you're in the grid, okay? But I'm probably not going to, interact with all the chats. It's just too much for me to do. I don't have the time to do all that, but I read through them. Please know that if you request, you're in the grid. Yes. So, wow. When are we coming on tomorrow? Is it 5:00 Eastern tomorrow? I know my team knows that. I'm kind of not in my right mind. Is it 5 p.m. tomorrow? I think it's 5 p.m. Eastern, right? Yes, 5 p.m. And we're back all week. So, yeah, Wednesday we're back. And I know the team put in the different days and times. Also, in the video description below this on YouTube, you can find the full schedule. I put it in there. Also, if you want to support the channel, I don't do ads on any of my healing videos. I don't even do super chat or super stickers here because I feel like maybe that wouldn't be the best choice. But anyway, if you do want to support the channel or anything, there is a QR code. But also under the video, I put some links because some people are like, I don't like that choice. I want to use Venmo or I want to use this or whatever. So there's some different options for you. But regardless, I'm glad you're here. I'm so very happy that I get to do this. Technology is on our side. We can get together anytime, and hopefully, you'll find another time, maybe tomorrow, that will work for you, and we'll meet again, and we'll see what the Emissaries of Light have for us tomorrow. And don't forget, the replays work brilliantly, brilliantly every single time. Thank you so much for your donations. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I send you the warmest of hugs and so much gratitude. Thank you for showing up for yourself and taking time to go within. Because when you do that, you become a force for everyone in the highest of ways. Thank you, everyone. Take wonderful care, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.